So I'm heading out the door. My grandmother had a heart attack last night, and I just found out this morning. So I'm canceling all of my music lessons for today and going down to see her. She's in Oakland, and she's 85 years old. So she has a do not resuscitate request in place, and she's got blood clots, and it doesn't look good. So I want to get down there, and I want to make sure I get to see her in case anything happens. And it's really scary. So that's where I'm going. I'm on my way down right now. This has been somewhat of a crazy week for our family and our health situation. My mother-in-law was diagnosed with cancer, and so she just went in a couple days ago to get her kidney removed. And the surgery went well, and they caught it, so that's good. They seem to have gotten all of it out, which is awesome. So now I'm just gonna hope that my grandmother has good results after I go visit her in the hospital. It's starting to rain on the road to Oakland. I'm gonna be there in about 20 minutes. My mind keeps racing, you know, like my grandma's 85 years old. This is my grandmother on my dad's side, and my mom's side, my grandmother on my mom's side passed away when I was 12. And it was a really horrific death, a traumatic death to the family. She did commit suicide, and I'll never forget it. My brother and I were young, and we were in the neighborhood selling beef sticks for our Little League team. And we found out about it. My grandmother had shot herself. So my grandmother on my father's side has really been my only grandma since I was young. And I don't really feel like I've spent enough time with her. So if she does pull through, and I'm hoping she does, I'm praying she does, I'm going to make more of an effort to spend as much time with her as I can. She really is a sweet lady. She's got a funny sense of humor, and she hurt her foot a couple years ago, and she's been in a wheelchair ever since. She's not been very active. So I just hope that they find out what's going on and that she pulls through. But yeah, it's kind of a interesting story because my mother and my father grew up across the street from each other as kids, and they were boyfriend and girlfriend, and they got married really young and divorced even before I was born, so I didn't really know any different. At one point I had both my grandmas across the street from each other, which was kind of nice. Had family across the street from each other until the tragedy happened. Then my grandfather sold that house and moved back to Arkansas, where he lived out his days. My grandfather on my dad's side, I never met. He had a heart attack and died before I was born, but I have heard stories that he was very stern. Stern but fair, nice man. Anyway, I really feel like my grandma, she's done so much for us grandkids, you know, over the years. She's practically raised my brothers and sisters, and here in the parking garage. I've finally found a spot. I forgot how crazy busy Oakland is. No, I just found a spot. Sorry. I don't know what that sound is. It's so loud. It's like such a loud sound. What is that sound? Oh, it's the freeway. Okay, it makes sense why it's so loud. So, where am I? 5th floor. Next to the stairs, next to the freeway. Keep ticket and pay at pay station before returning the car. I guess I gotta go back and get my ticket. So she's up there on the 7th floor.
Please come in. Go ahead and push the door open now.
Okay. Hi.
Do you know where you're heading?
Yeah, I'm here to see Carmen Estrada, 761, I think.
Sure, just down the hall and make a left and she's towards the end of the hall.
Okay, thank you.
See, you open up your glasses.
renal failure, and then
So it's pretty intense with my family and my grandmother. Her alarms and monitors were beeping like crazy, and blood pressure was down really low. It's normally really high, and you know, all kinds of stuff. She had internal bleeding from an ulcer, and they were giving her medicine to treat that, but she's also having problems with her heart, and they can't really do the procedures they normally would do because of the condition she's in. Like, they can't give her blood thinners, all the other invasive procedures they normally do because of her health. So it's kind of a waiting game at this point. She did seem like she was doing better and her vitals were stable when I left, and you know, we were all circled around her. She knew who we were. She was kind of in and out for most of the day, but at the end of the evening, which is about 10 o'clock, about at night, she kind of knew who each of us were, and she was more talkative, and she gave hugs. Well, we gave her a hug and a kiss, and yeah, so I told her that I loved her, and I told her she's doing good, she's doing well, and she says, I'm dying. I said, not today, not tomorrow. And she said, one day. So, I don't know, I don't want to hear that from my grandma. I don't want her to think negative thoughts, but I do hope that she gets better enough to go home, and that we have more time with her because she's my sweet, perfect grandmother. All of us piled in that room. I don't even know how she slept because we're all so loud. And yeah, that's what families are for, huh? Hope to be surrounded by my family when I am that age, and that's when families really come together. So it was a good thing. Anyway, gotta get home to my family before it gets too late. Gotta pay my ticket, figure out how to do that. Wish me luck.